Hi everybody, my name is Tom O'Donnell, winemaker for Art Wine Co. Today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what makes a good vintage, what makes a bad vintage, and what's the difference in between. In Australia we're fairly lucky. Obviously it's a warm climate with a lot of light, a lot of clean air and a lot of sunshine, so more often than not we do end up with good vintages. But there's certain things that can go wrong, and there's certain things that definitely make a vintage better or not. We've all got that one winemaker friend that thinks they know a little bit more about everyone else at the dinner table, so hopefully this will give you a few clues to what's a good vintage and what's a bad vintage when you're ordering a bottle of wine. The lead up to vintage is the year before we actually pick the grapes. So like any plant, we need water, we need light for it to live and for it to survive. Obviously we don't want it to be too hot, we don't want it to be too wet, and we don't want it to be too cold. So there's a few things climatically that can go right or wrong with grapes that with growing, that we really want to sort of work all in sync so that we can end up with what's called a good vintage. So in my mind, good vintage means that we've got essentially a cracking summer. So a nice warm sunny summer, a lot of light, a lot of air, a lot of clean air importantly, and nice cool nights as well. So why do we need cool nights? Quite simply, it keeps the leaf nice and fresh. It means that we're not burning the fruit, so you don't end up with these really stewy characters. What can make a bad vintage? Well, essentially it's when the weather gods turn on us and things go wrong when we're picking. So a lot of rain at harvest, a lot of sort of dewy, misty mornings means essentially like any other plant. Obviously water can be trapped within the leaves, and that means that we can grow certain diseases that are not desirable in wine, and it can cause issues. So the climate really determines what a good vintage is and what a bad vintage is. Ideally, it's nice, it's warm, it's sunny, but not too hot. I'm Tom O'Donnell, cheers.